Career. Oh, not good at all. Bum. Backup. All the things. But I was a 6th round pick. I probably should have been. Leonard Fournette.
What's going on, y'all? Back with another one. And hold up. It looks like Leonard Fournette and Emmanuel Acho are going back and forth today with some real words being exchanged. So listen to this. Acho was speaking again on Shedeur Sanders and even brought Kevin Stefanski into the conversation. And from what it sounds like, he was reacting to Fournette's podcast, where Fournette questioned how Stefanski is already back coaching after everything that went down in Cleveland, and said Shedeur hasn't really been given the right opportunity at the right time. But here's where it gets interesting. This year might actually be that window for Shedeur. They're already talking about moving on from Dillon Gabriel, which could leave it down to him and Deshaun Watson. And let's be real, at this point, why even go back to Watson first when you still don't fully know what Shedeur can do? That puts him in a pretty solid spot heading into OTAs and everything that follows. So yeah, going into training camp, he's got a real shot. But listen, Acho and Fournette, yeah, they definitely had some things to say about each other. Let's get into it.
What's his name again?
Kevin Stefanski.
That shit bothers me, right? You know, even the shit he had going on with Shedeur, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you have a guy there that could be your franchise maker, that can change the organization, you know, and I'm not sure what was going on in his brain or why he didn't want to play him or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. But I have a problem with coaches like that. Like, to me, his resume is not good to me at all. Just being real.
Yeah.
And he gets another shot at coaching where, you know, it was guys like me and you who have great ass resumes, right? And didn't get another shot or not playing at all. So when I see shit like that, man, that shit had me hot.
Yeah.
So he'd definitely be one of those coaches I would not ever want to play for. Ever.
You say that Shedeur can be a franchise change maker and you give him the benefit of the doubt. But the 2-time coach of the year resume, not good at all. Leonard Fournette was a dog. Jarvis Landry, a really good player. To my knowledge, they don't have any OPOYs. To my knowledge, they don't have any all first-team All-Pros. I don't know enough about him to know his name. He's the best thing the Browns have seen since you were born, Leonard Fournette. That is his resume. So to me, you have to learn the man's resume before you try to speak ill.
So that was the initial back and forth they had. But hold up, it actually gets a little more personal after that. Personally, I've been watching LSU for years. That's my college football team, so I know Leonard Fournette inside and out from his college days. My brother? Yeah, he's a Texas fan, so that gives me some perspective on Acho. And listen, Acho, we all know what he did in college, and yeah, he's going to break down his NFL career and admit it wasn't spectacular, but he's also going to throw some shade at Fournette, saying he feels like Leonard underachieved given the position he was in coming out of college. Let's check it out.
In my world, I don't know your name either, bro. Coach Stefanski, he gets no credit. You know why? His record is 45 and 56.
Still.
Listen. Listen, I'm trying to just keep my mind clear. Emmanuel Acho. Was he a starter?
No, he wasn't a starter at all.
Oh, he was a bench player.
Yeah, 100%.
It says 33 tackles in your career. It says he started 2 games.
In his career?
In his career. Out of every NFL analyst they have, he has the weakest resume.
I agree.
Like, what did you talking like? And guess what? This is our last time even speaking about you on here, but I had to let you know, like, we not them. You just can't you say, oh, Jarvis had a good career, Leonard was a dog. Jarvis was a dog. Leonard, yes, was a dog. Emmanuel was ass.
So then Emmanuel Acho catches wind of that. And of course, he fires back on his podcast, keeping it direct and unfiltered. And here's exactly what he had to say.
Career. Oh, not good at all. Bum. Backup. All the things. But I was a 6th round pick. I probably should have been. Leonard Fournette won a Super Bowl. I'm happy for him. But why you got a podcast in your hand? Why aren't you out of football in your hand? Because 8 running backs drafted after Leonard Fournette were still in the league last year. Top 5 running back. Adrian Peterson was a top 5 running back. LaDainian Thompson was a top 5 running back. So let's not talk about careers. Because if we're being honest, based on where we were drafted, we both underwhelmed in the NFL. Let's talk about the takes. The takes say that Kevin Stefanski was the best thing that happened to the Cleveland Browns. The takes say that Kevin Stefanski was really good when he had a good quarterback, going to the playoffs and winning a playoff game. The takes were accurate. The last time you were born, Leonard Fournette, the Browns have not seen a coach better than Kevin Stefanski. That is the take. You start talking about credentials, there's no need to talk about credentials. I didn't have a good NFL career. But we start talking about credentials, I got to start mentioning the fact that Samaje Perine drafted after you, still in the league. Aaron Jones undrafted after you, still in the league. Christian McCaffrey drafted after you, still in the league. I got to start mentioning Austin Eckler drafted after you, still in the league. I got to start mentioning a bunch of stuff if we start talking about ball. Let's not talk about ball. Underwhelming career. Hi, that's me. That's why I moved on into another career. But now you've moved into another career. So now we got to start talking about takes. And the fact of the matter is, learn somebody's name before you speak on them. That's the bare minimum into having a conversation, is knowing somebody's name. It's Acho, by the way. That's the bare minimum having a conversation. I do not think it is uncalled for to be like, hey, yo, if you don't know it.
All right, so here's the breakdown. This whole conversation kicked off from Acho's takes on Shedeur Sanders and Kevin Stefanski, but he also touched on Leonard Fournette's career. Now, just for context, Fournette went over 1,000 yards twice in his career, first and third seasons if I'm remembering right. And yeah, he won a title with Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Coming out of LSU, I followed him from early on, and looking at a 6 to 7 year career for a running back, I'd say he had a solid run. Acho? Yeah, he'd disagree, saying Fournette underachieved, pointing to other backs from his draft class still in the league, like Christian McCaffrey. But this season, we'll watch it across entire games. Just to add context, Myles Garrett had a historic year, and it would have been nice to see that offense click more, giving Shedeur a chance to compete even as a wild card. Maybe if he had gotten reps earlier, he'd have been in that conversation. Bottom line, we're watching both coach and player. Can Stefanski win in Atlanta? Can Shedeur step up under a system designed around him? That's the question. And now I want to hear from you. Who do you side with, Leonard Fournette or Emmanuel Acho? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.